Hi everybody, today is Saturday, June 6, 2020, 2 o'clock p.m. It is 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius. I am in City Hall Park right now, and right now I'm going to be cycling through Lower Manhattan and checking out what's going on during the George Floyd protest time. As you can see here, there's a sign here with the protest slogan, "No justice, no peace." And this is Broadway and Chambers Street. There I see across the street there's two businesses boarded up, De Janeiro and Bank of America. So I'm expecting to see a lot more of these boarded up businesses as I continue on this cycling ride through Lower Manhattan. I don't even know where the protests are right now, but assuming that they started here in City Hall Park, I would imagine they'll just keep walking down Broadway. Right now it is a weekend, and this area normally isn't that busy on a weekend anyway, because this is the city governmental area. They really only work on the weekdays. Here's the Woolworth building, Gothic style skyscraper, formerly the tallest skyscraper in the world, but it's also boarded up here. Or maybe it's under construction, I'm not sure, but I haven't seen that before either. First Republic Bank is also boarded up. I find it absolutely incredible that all these companies and businesses were able to secure plywood and wood and get all these people to board up their businesses on short notice. Just imagine the scale of coordination and time and money that took to happen. Here's Zara, the jewelry store. They closed up. The city's going to install a bike lane here, so they put a makeshift one up here. But I'm heading into the Wall Street area right now, Fulton Street, the major transit hub here. Here's the AT&T building, 195 Broadway, boarded up as well, although I don't think they do have too much of a retail presence in there, but it's interesting to see that even office buildings and office space is being boarded up. It is sad to see the city like this. Urban Outfitters boarded up, Century 21's closed. These businesses were already being hurt a lot already due to coronavirus, and now that there's protests happening and threats of looting around, that these businesses feel compelled to board up because it just makes it a little bit more difficult to break into when they do this. The I Love New York store is even boarded up. New York City will reopen on June 8th. That's in 2 days under phase one. Phase one, they'll have retailers opening up, but they must do curbside pickup and ordering. And I think some other select industries are allowed to open up, like manufacturing and agriculture. But it really isn't going to be like a grand scale flip the light switch on kind of reopening. At least that's what I've been hearing. Is Trinity Church and Wall Street. why that car is turning in there. It's closed off. Rector Street. Right here we have the former headquarters of the American Express Company. It feels so strange here to be in the financial district, and not only was it bad before with businesses closed up, but now they're all boarded up. It looks even worse. Amalgamated Bank. And I even see people writing messages on the sidewalks here due to what's going on with the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis. It's understandable why people want to voice their frustration and they want to change the system. I still don't see any signs of protest activity. Maybe I can find them later. Here's the Wall Street Bowl. No one's around. U.S. Customs House, which is no longer a customs house, but home to a bankruptcy court and a museum of the Native American Indian. Beautiful architecture on this building, but the museums are closed now. Here's 2 Broadway, the headquarters of the MTA, the Metropolitan Transit Authority. They had the trains and buses in New York City. These businesses down here aren't boarded up. The Duane Reade, the post office, Tops. Yeah, it's so strange to see all this happening going on here. Staten Island Ferry is down there, but I don't want to go down there. Let's bike on this open streets here. Take a look at Stone Street. Also take a look at Francis Tavern here. Francis Tavern, one of the oldest buildings in New York City. George Washington had a lot of history here. It's basically the hangout spot for everybody downtown. Con Edison's making some repairs. There's this bar that's open. The WeWork building looks very empty right now. It's going to be hard for even these businesses to open up as office space, because here in the city, especially in these tall skyscrapers, people are dependent on elevators to go up and down. And if there's going to be a restriction on the number of people in the office buildings, the elevators are going to be a very important point on whether or not a building can handle the occupancy or not. If they only allow one person at a time in the elevator, you may have a lot of people. Look at all these businesses here. Stone Street is open, folks, but here you got some things boarded up. They're decorated also. Nice floral display here. Hashtag Stone Street. But definitely a lot less busy than when I was here like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I think many of the people are at home or they're at the protests. I think I'll get off my bike because these Belgian blocks make it hard for me to cycle. But there's still people hanging out around here, having a good time. For the most part, things look semi back to normal on Stone Street. I'm gonna head up here now and go towards Wall Street. There's Delmonico's, one of the earliest eating establishments for fine dining in America. I'll head up William Street now and then make a left onto Wall Street. Actually, I can't go left on Wall Street. It's a one-way. But I'm close enough that I can go on the next street over. Actually, I'll go through here because I'm still able to go through. It's blocked off the street. This business here is boarded up. Oh, it's Tiffany and Co. No wonder why. Trump Building, 40 Wall Street, formerly the tallest building in the world. I think it was only for a few months before it was displaced by another building. Might have been the Chrysler Building. Wow, look at this. Trinity Church and Federal Hall. They completely vandalized Federal Hall and put their own letterings there. That's going to be an expensive repair to do. All these pillars now say BLM. This one here, George Washington says Black Lives Matter. It's terrible what they do to, you know, places of architectural and historical significance just to get their point across. But yeah, to destroy your own city like this is not right. And to cause violence and crimes. Here's the New York Stock Exchange. And the Fearless Girl. By the way, as of this date, the stock market, the American stock market has been rising to, I think it was like 50-day rally. I think I heard on the news, something like that. No, it was the largest 50-day rally in 90 years. So the stock market has pretty much recovered all the losses from coronavirus. Whether or not it's fairly valued to you, it's up to everyone to decide, but that's what it is right now. All right, let's go up Nassau Street and check out the rest of Manhattan. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of creative cycling here. Narrow, but I'm able to get through. Here's Pine Street. ⁴ Liberty, ⁴ Plaza. This used to be a building for J.P. Morgan Chase. Liberty Street, the Federal Reserve Building of New York. Smoke shops boarded up. The pizzeria, Friendly Pizzeria, is open. Diver has 2 boards covering the front door, but none covering the glass of the side. Like, really, that's supposed to deter people from going in. Just boards in the front window, the front door, that's it, but not the front windows. There's a road that's closed to construction. Good to see construction happening now because there's less traffic. All these businesses here have metal gates. The metal gates are more secure than the boards. But whether or not they'll be targets of looting, I don't know. But then again, the looting is not really that widespread throughout the city. It's only a few stores that's happened to. But nevertheless, it's never a good thing to have looting happening in the city. It really sends out a bad image, and if the police and society are letting this to happen, then it really isn't sending out a good message at all. And I have heard stories that the police, they don't even want to interact with the protesters and with the public now because they're afraid of backlash of what's going to happen to them. The Beekman skyscraper is all boarded up. Okay, I'm back to City Hall. I know the city has closed off Park Road to pedestrians and cyclists, so I'll have to go around, go up Center Street. I think what I'll do is I'll hit the neighborhood of Chinatown first and see what's up. But I'll end this segment at Wharf Street so I can start a new one at Chinatown. I do wonder where all the protesters went though. I see some here trying to join in with signs, but the large group seems to have moved out of this area. Ice cream shop is waiting for business. It's a good day for it because it's warm out. Here's the Manhattan Municipal building. Alright, I think I found where they are. I hear some shouting there, megaphone. Oh, never mind. It's just some driver with a megaphone. I thought it was happening down there in Foley Square. All right. So here's Foley Square, where all the courthouses are. This is usually the center of a lot of demonstrations and groups. The United States Courthouse and also the New York Supreme Courthouse over here next to each other. Take a look at the side of that building. They vandalized that as well. Alright folks, if you enjoyed this video of Lower Manhattan, the Wall Street area, and Foley Square, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button for me, subscribe for some more adventures, and I'll see you all next time. Take care folks, and bye-bye.